and I was putting it out there. So one year we were, as a matter of fact, it was the very first House Fest. Me and Yoakley was out promoting. We went to Barsmith, right? So another thing I've never seen until I came here is a motherfucker doing poetry while the DJ is spinning. You know, so that was something new to me too. Yeah. But I noticed as Sean was spinning, and it seemed like when I walked in, the whole tempo changed, and Sean played a straight soulful set. So I mean, killed it. Okay. Killed it. Okay. Right? And the dude that's always at Barsmith that be on the mic, you know, rhyming or whatever, he kept saying, yeah, we'll give you that real shit, not that bullshit. So at that point, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers, they heard me. Right? So now, before that moment, maybe a month or so before, as I'm all on my real shit, bullshit high horse, Jamie 326, he's an international DJ now. He called me. He was like, Ken, I'm seeing what you're doing on social media. You need to stop. You need to stop it, bro, because you never know who's watching, who you're going to need to put you on. Yeah. This ain't Chicago. You in a new city, and you're trying to, put yourself on there. Mm-hmm. You know, so once he told me that, I stopped it. Now, with I'm sorry to interrupt you. Without, just so we understand, Ken is about 6'3".
Yep.
I'm about 6'2".
Yeah.
So to have Ken walk into an establishment, he's hard to miss.
Right.
I am hard to miss.
Yep.
Right. So I'm sure that the second he walked in, 6'3", black dude,
walked into Barsmith that night
on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody knows who that cat is, especially if he's been on social media blasting people.
I mean, putting Arizona on blast, man. It's I'm kind of embarrassed that I was that dude at that point. But
I took the torch from you because I definitely.
So, but listen. So after I humbled myself and toned it down and everything, and showed that I could be just a regular dude, they put me on, right? So the very first night I played at Barsmith, I walked in there, fucking Yuri with the isolators. I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get on these motherfuckers. So as I'm playing, Pete's there the whole time. He's at the end of the bar listening to my set, and he's texting because I'm sure it's like, okay, how's he doing? Wasn't even worried about my set. My set was dope. So at the end, so with the isolator, I'm isolating the hell out of every track.
That's the Chicago DJ shit, right?
Yeah. That's a Ron Hardy thing.
Yeah,
that Ron Hardy did. So after my set, me and Pete, we sitting at the end of the bar. I'm like, so what you think? Pete says, yeah, well, it was a lot of taking the bass out. So that was a lot for my taste, but your set was dope. But he didn't like how I was using that isolator because I was Joe Clausel on that isolator.
That's hilarious.
I was Joe Clausel that night. You couldn't tell me nothing. But so after that, I had a few more, they put me on a few more times. And there was a couple of times I went there and bombed.
Okay.
Bombed. I went in there, blasted out of my mind and bombed.
Yeah.
That's so cool that you can be honest like that, because most DJs, we carry ourselves like we're just always all that.
No, bro.
And
no, there's everybody has an off night. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're internationally known.
Yeah.
Unless you have a pre-recorded, which that's become a bit of a point of contention. There are times where it is not your night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad where I'm on table 2. Table 2 was playing, and I'm bringing in table 1, and I stop table 2. Boom. So music at the party stops.
Yeah, bro.
Let me get to some of the stuff you're doing and have done. And Ken, I had you as a guest, man, because number one, you're always so active, and I noticed that I'm gonna just call you this. You're a promoter. You're not just a DJ, because every time you get quiet, I see some flyer pop up. You're promoting an event, whether it's at the park, whether it's at Cesar Chavez or your new spot you got now, but you're always coming back out with something. Like I see your name on the flyer, and you're putting it together. Because I see for vendors at Big Can 25, email here for whatever. So I know you're a part of putting on events. And it seems to me that you have not been discouraged throughout your time in Arizona because you keep doing so. You got something coming up. So what keeps you interested to keep yourself ingrained in the local culture, man?
So I've been discouraged. I've been like, I'm done with it. I can't do it no more. You know, it ain't worth it. It's a waste of time. I'm tired. So I've been there.
Same here, brother.
But it's the love of the music, man. And just like I like to cook. So I get joy from seeing people enjoy something that I've put together. Be it making a pizza, scrambling some eggs, making a mix.
Monkey shoulder.
Yeah. Turning you on to a different whiskey.
Yeah.
Or promoting a party.
He's a connoisseur, ladies and gentlemen.
So you know, that's something that I enjoy. So it's not about, it's personal in a sense where I want you all to say, damn, I had a goddamn good time with something. And I'm not the only one putting together this picnic. Tommy and Mike Davis are a part of it as well. Okay. But for me, I want people to say, I had a good ass time at an event that Ken was a part of.
And Ken, you're also, I have to give you your flowers like Doug did. I'm very careful about who I associate myself with, who I connect with. You have to be about something because I don't have time to waste. So when I see a person that is of excellence or about quality on some level, I've admired you for the father that you are to your three boys.
That's first and foremost.
Show,
that
right?
dude,
first and foremost.
We haven't even gotten there.
Him and the first lady of his home. Yes.
His family values.
Yes, sir.
You know,
yes, sir.
Your whole character makes its way into who you are, right? So it's not just like, oh, I heard you play some house music. We cool now because I play house music too. That ain't it, bro. You know, it's a million people that just play house music or are DJs. Right. But you were embracing of me since you met me or heard of me. You didn't like, you just always like, hey, man, come on down and play. Yeah. So really, you were a promoter for me because you invited me down to play several events. You invited me to come on and play with Lifted or I came to the spot down on the corner the funny Facebook video you put up where I'm down on the floor
and when you popped up like your ass was Usher.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sidebar.
Ken invites me.
Shout out to Alex Avila.
Avila, we gotta get him in here too.
Alex and Kalu.
Yes, Kailu, yeah.
You invited me at Cesar Chavez, and I don't care if it's 3 people there or 10 people or 200, but your spirit of welcoming someone, you've never been territorial. As DJs, we can be territorial, but you always invited me in, and that stuck with me because I said, man, you always talk about the lack of people and the lack of culture, but what about the people who have shown support? You know, the Douglases, you know, the Ken Whites, who you're not from Chicago, but he was like, hey, Steve, come on down and play. You had me down at Saturday cartoons, I guess, DJ.
But here's the thing. If you can play, come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
That's always been an open invite.
Because, again, it's about the music. It ain't about, I ain't no click dude.
Yeah,
you know?
I can tell that, man.
I'm not a cliquish type cat. You know, if you could play and you cool with me and I'm cool with you, let's get it.
So
you know?
that was one of the things I think that the way I came in my house experience is 2 phases.
Okay.
For me, we talked about the Hot Mix 5 earlier. Mm-hmm. There was a dude in my neighborhood. So I'm a project kid. Ken's the South Side. So there's only 3 sides of Chicago. There's North, South, and West. Okay. East is a lake. Okay. All right. So my house experience was twofold. It was in 2 different kind of spheres, if you will. When I was younger, living in the projects on the West Side, there was a kid named Don who was like Radio Raheem.